Hello and welcome to Verdictum. I'm Sheetal Joon and you're watching today's legal news where we update you with the latest legal developments across the country and world. Starting with the headlines. Supreme Court orders independent SIT probe into Tirupati Ladoo adulteration allegations. Supreme Court directs states and union territories to implement guidelines on school safety and security 2021. Punjab and Haryana High Court rejects wife's maintenance plea over social media adultery evidence. Centre stands by marital rape exception in anti-rape law in Supreme Court. MPs can cross-vote on major issues, rules Pakistan Supreme Court. Now the news in detail. The Supreme Court today directed the formation of an independent special investigation team, SIT, to probe the allegations of adulteration in the Tirupati temple's Ladoo Prasadam. The bench of Justice B.R. Gavai and Justice K.V. Vishwanathan was of the view that investigation should be conducted by an independent SIT consisting of representatives of State Police, CBI and FSSAI. It accordingly constituted the SIT with 2 officers of the CBI nominated by the Director CBI, 2 officers of the Andhra Pradesh State Police nominated by the Government of Andhra Pradesh and 1 senior officer of FSSAI. Justice B.R. Gavai remarked that the matter is of serious concern if there is any substance in the allegations. We do not want this to turn into a public drama. The sentiments of crores of people in the world are involved, he said. On September 30th, the bench had suggested that it might transfer the investigation from the SIT constituted by the state government to an independent agency on account of the public statements made by the Chief Minister about adulteration. In a significant directive aimed at ensuring the safety and security of children in schools, the Supreme Court has directed all state governments and union territories to implement the Guidelines on School Safety and Security 2021 issued by the union government. The bench of Justice B.V. Nagaratna and Justice N. Koteswar Singh emphasized the importance of adopting and modifying the guidelines as necessary to cater to local needs. The bench stated state governments as well as the union territories are expected to adopt the guidelines and implement the same with suitable modifications as and when necessary. The court also directed the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights (NCPCR) to coordinate with the respective states and union territories to monitor the implementation of the process. The direction was issued in response to a public interest litigation filed by Bachpan Bachao Andolan, a child rights organization which sought comprehensive measures to ensure the safety and security of children in both government and private schools. The PIL specifically urged the court to mandate the notification and implementation of the draft fixing accountability of schools management towards safety and security of children in school guidelines, which has been under consideration for several years. In a major ruling, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has set aside a family court's order mandating a husband to pay interim maintenance of Rs 3,000 per month based on evidence from social media that indicated the wife was living with another man and allegedly committing adultery. The husband had filed a petition challenging the family court's decision, arguing that his wife had deserted him and entered into a relationship with another individual. He produced social media posts and photographs as evidence for wife's infidelity. The court acknowledged that the potential for manipulation of digital evidence but emphasized that it could not outrightly dismiss the material on such grounds. The court noted that the wife failed to clarify the nature of her relationship and the capacity in which she was living with another man. The social life is extremely and openly engaged on social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp. The social network footprints, including photographs and text exchanges, can be considered for evidentiary purposes, Justice Sumit Goyal stated. The court also observed that direct proof was generally difficult to obtain and all the actions of adultery can be perceived, deciphered and ascertained by descending observation within the context. The centre has told the Supreme Court that there is no need to criminalize marital rape as there are other suitably designed punitive measures. It said that it is not within the Supreme Court's jurisdiction to criminalize marital rape and that the issue is more social issue than a legal one as it will have direct effect on society. The issue cannot be decided without proper consultation with all stakeholders or without taking into account the views of all the states, the centre said. While the centre accepted that marriage does not end the consent of a woman and any violation should result in penal consequences, it however added that consequences of such violations within a marriage are different from violation outside marriage. The centre said that punishing a person under anti-rape laws for maintaining sexual relations with wife may be excessive and disproportionate. Pakistan's Supreme Court has ruled that lawmakers can vote separately for their parties on major issues, allowing parliamentary horse trading as the government tries to rally support for constitutional reform. Elections in February this year were marred by allegations of rigging that favored Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who heads a shaky coalition lacking the two-third majority needed to change the constitution. He is reportedly planning to give the executive more power over the judiciary, where dozens of cases are playing out against jailed opposition leader Imran Khan. This ruling allows his government to quote individual MPs for their votes and pressure lawmakers loyal to Khan's Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf (PTI) party for their support. That was all on today's legal news. Thank you and keep watching Verdictum. Subscribe to our channel and download the Verdictum app on iOS and Android devices for the latest legal updates.